Hi! If you're watching this, you might have come from my hand tutorial video. Well, in this video, we're going to draw hands together, 11 poses, 2 minutes each. Grab a pencil and paper, or open up any digital media you use, and let's get started. So I'm just going to talk through this entire thing. Didn't want to leave a boring, no audio video. Seemed kind of mean. But if you want to mute me, go ahead. Put on some music. Listen to whatever when you're doing a workout. I always hate those workout videos where they just keep talking to you the entire time. But here I am. Okay. So this first hand, side profile view. I'm always surprised by when I record myself how slow I actually draw and paint. And if you're watching this without, participating along, you're probably thinking that too. Like, wow, this is so slow. And I agree with you. But try it out yourself, please. I mean, I don't know why you would be watching this video if you're not drawing along. Seems like a very boring video to watch. But yeah, it's like the opposite of actually working out, because 2-minute planks feel like forever, but these 2-minute hand drawings, they go by quick. And yeah, so for these, I mean, it's technically gesture practice. It's only 2 minutes that you get. But I'm really trying to get down the form of the hand. Trying to get it as accurate as I can. You see I'm missing that space there between the pinky finger and the thumb. Well, that's okay. Alright, moving on to the next image. Another 2 minutes. Closed fist. Should I say some motivational words? Like those other workout videos? You're doing great! Minute and 30-second left, guys. And 1, and 2. Alright. Make sure you check that line quality. Okay, so it's pretty common that I start off with the big shapes. You hear that a lot. And it's true even with these quick sketches of hands. So I started off with the thumb and like that big ball shape, kind of like bowling pin shape that makes up the eminence and the entire thumb, because it covers up like half of the hand, at least in this pose. And that gestural line, just that straight diagonal line to show me where I should place the fingers. That is also very useful. Yep. What's going on now? Let's see. Yeah, these first two views have been pretty easy to do. Closed fist and side profile view. It's a good start. Oh, okay. Next image. Maybe I should give you guys a warning, like a 5-minute warning. 5-second warning. Or 10-second. I don't know. Okay. So this next pose, a little bit more complex. I'm gonna go in with the red, just mark out some gestural lines, the just basic construction of the hand, just so I know where to place the objects. the fingers and the thumb afterwards. But that is eating into my 2 minute time, so I'm gonna, just rush in the finish line work after. All right, we're actually halfway through. So you can see I'm kind of picking up the pace here. And for sure, you can do, whatever time limit you want. Again, this is just a companion video to the How I Study Hands. And I sometimes do, like 1 minute long poses. I feel like those are often more expressive. And 5 minute, poses. And that would be, definitely getting into some rendering and stuff like that. Yeah, so see how well those the lines of the fingertip, like that red line I put in initially, it helped out a lot. It's much easier to visualize the line of the fingertips flow in, and then afterwards draw in the good copy, like the good line work. Because sometimes you're drawing and you just get caught up in, what's in front of your line and what's behind. You get too narrowed in without seeing the big picture, and that gives you like awkward proportions. Okay, next image. We are on image. What image is this? Our fourth image. Yep. We're almost halfway there. Just 20 minutes out of your day. And you can see why a lot of artists don't put up their full, real-time footage. It would be extremely boring. Like, I see that a lot in a lot of comments. Because I watch other artists' like painting demos and stuff like that. And there's always that comment like, oh, why can't you put this in real time or something? Well, this video is too fast. And it's like, do you really want to watch this? But like 3 hours? Maybe if there's like good narration, not like this, what I'm doing right now, but it's just a lot more work to do that. I'm not even sure what you'd talk about for 3 hours over a painting. All right, so note here, the fingernails, you can use those lines. They're kind of like contouring around the form of the fingertip, or the thumb here. So they kind of help reinforce the kind of the shape of the thumb, the form of the thumb. But I drew the thumb way too big there, yeah. All right, pose number 5 or 6. So this is a little bit viewing the hand from the back, and it's a little bit foreshortened. The fingers are going away from us. Oh, and it's nice to note here, the line from the finger kind of overlaps the thumb, and that usually happens in the back view. I mentioned that also in the main video. So here we go. The thumb usually has a lot more sharp turns, like you can see here. It's a lot of zigzagginess compared to the fingers. It's kind of crazier. I'm just repeating myself from the other video. And you can see how the fingers kind of flow into each other through that webbing. And you can see that from the back of the hand too. I think you can see here, yeah, on my hand, there's like that little bump by the pinky finger on the wrist. I think it's the ulna styloid process. That's just how I remember, where's the ulna, where's the radius. All right, indicating some of the knuckles and the tendons. You can see that's especially evident for the middle and index finger. All right, next image. Okay, what am I starting off with here? Yeah, so again, I'm starting off with the thumb. And with this bent finger, you can really see, the fleshy side, built from curves compared to the back of the hand. It's more straights. And this time I kind of got a general silhouette of the object before I started getting into the inner details, and that's also a useful method to sketch. Oh, I remember this image. This is the one where I actually forget to put in the pinky finger, and that'll happen, especially when you're under like time pressure, and that's okay. Like you get the impression of the fist, and it's fine if you just miss a finger. It's all right. Obviously, when I do these kind of practice sessions, it's not always hands. I'm not like a expert hand drawer. Yeah, I usually do finger poses, but you can apply the same methods. Timed finger poses. Obviously, it's ideal if you have a live model. But pictures are fine too, as long as you're consistent. I feel like it's helped me out a lot. Just practicing every day. It's only like 20 minutes of your day. Oh yeah, and see, I just forgot that pinky finger. It's especially useful in digital because you don't have to waste so much paper. You just make a new file. It's infinite free real estate. Yeah, so for this one, using that red, indicate the various position, where the finger lies, where's the hand, like the hand box, and where are the fingertips, where are the knuckles. Because in this pose, it's a little bit more complicated. Some fingers are curled up more than the others. So again, it's all about those gestural lines. I should have been more gestural, going through all of the fingertips in one smooth, flowing line. Can't talk. All right. And when you put down these gestural lines, make sure you follow them, or else they're kind of useless, right? You're just putting them just for decoration. I think that's something that Krenz, Kuchart, if you don't know him, he's a Taiwanese artist. Yeah, very amazing. I've watched a few of his Gumroad videos. Yeah. Putting in gestural lines just for decoration and not actually using them. That's a big mistake. All right. Sorry about that. Another side profile view. By the way, do you appreciate my hands? I could be a hand model. Agree? Disagree? I've been told I have very feminine hands. Yeah, these aren't my hands, by the way. Except for like the hair on the knuckle area. Okay, so this one again, getting in the general silhouette. The general silhouette. And then those other fingers, they're kind of behind the thumb. In perspective as well. Well, you know what I mean. So I just add those in afterwards. And you can see there's a lot of lines on the bottom of the thumb, and going into the wrist. Those are very helpful to describe the form. So just put some of those lines in there, those contours. All right, next hand. I think we're almost done. You guys are almost there. Keep at it. 3 more hands left. Stay focused. And here's another, just blocking in the silhouette. I don't know why I'm so focused on that fingernail on the thumb there. All right, so this pose, be careful about where all the knuckles are placed. No, I mean like the joints for the fingertips. You can also draw a gestural line for that too. And yeah, I'm spending way too much time on that finger there. It just looked kind of wrong. And it still looks wrong to me. But, try not to get too distracted by any individual details. You only have 2 minutes. And that's probably something I should have said at the start. But, that's something you just learn as you just do more of these kind of timed practices. Yeah, the key is volume, just drawing a lot of hands, whatever you want to study, drawing a lot of vehicles, bugs, animals. And you can't do that if you spend, like 5 hours on each drawing. That's why, these quick sketches help out. It kind of gets you used to the foundations. By the way, we're on the next hand. Sorry, I got distracted. And there's the second last hand. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, getting in that volume is really important. So you'll have time, to make a fully rendered, painting of a hand or whatever if you want to. But at first, it's always useful to do these quick sketches. So you really get a feel of how the hand works, the structure. And this goes for whatever you're studying. Just drawing it over and over again, which is hard to do if you spend like an hour on each drawing. So, give yourself that time limit. Same thing with compositions too. That's what I'm starting to do. 15-minute compositions. And those are pretty useful as well. So here, it's kind of useful to think about the negative space. Where are the gaps? And you can get those right as well. That'll be a much more accurate drawing. And again, you can also, oh, okay, we're on our last hand. You can also do this practice, using reference from hands. Like I said, I use quick poses. That's also something I should put at the start. I'm going to edit that in. You can also, when you're looking at these references, you could, like right now I'm copying them pretty exactly. It's not very gestural. It's kind of figure drawing. I'm trying to be as accurate as I can. But another thing you could do is just, analyze a style. Like what kind of hands do you like? And then with your reference, change that reference, use that pose, but draw it in, the style you like. And that might be very helpful too. So for example, if I drew this hand, I used the same pose, but I drew everything blocky. Like the knuckles as rectangles, boxes, the fingers as sharp edges. Yeah, whatever you want. Switch up your workouts. Here. Keep it interesting. All right, we have about 30 more seconds left. This last hand. Man, I would be a bad workout instructor. I would never say like 10 seconds left, guys. Keep at it. You're doing great. Let's go. And 5, and 4, and 3. All right. Getting in the final knuckles. And we are done. Good work. Completed 22 minutes of hands. Amazing. All right. Well, I hope you followed along. Yeah. Hopefully you start doing this more often. Bye-bye.